amazing day. Great to be here with you, Caren. Thank you so much for trying out all the creative features in the studio, which means a lot to us.
Oh, I'm just having a blast. I love these things because for the reality is it's all about engagement. You can have the best show in the world, but if you're not engaged with your audience, they're not going to come back. They're just not going to come back. And so one of the things that I love about Opus is that it's fun. There are some really fun things in here. It's got, floating emojis that are all over the place. And if you're not a boomer like me, you probably are going to want to use those in all of your shows because it's way, way, way cool. So let's talk a little bit about you. You are the Partnership and Growth Manager for Opus. What does that mean exactly? I'm assuming it means you talk to people like me, right?
That is very correct. So my work is to search all over the internet to find amazing live streamers and try to work with them and to produce great content and see what difference we can make with all the creative features and AI-powered technologies to bring something new to the space and to boost growth and engagement.
And that was the first question I asked you when we first met was what makes you guys different, right? Because there are so many platforms out there. And you said, well, you got to come and see. And that is what I did. So you did say we're in beta right now, right? And
Yes.
What that means is that if you're like me, you're thrilled that it's in beta because you get an opportunity to check out all these new things. And we're going to give you all an opportunity towards the end to apply to be a beta tester if you are so inclined, because I know that you're going to have a blast in here. But it means it's beta. And what that means is that there's going to be glitches. And that just happens. And, you just roll with the punches. You know it's going to happen because it's in beta. All right. So I just want to be very clear that you may have some stuff that goes on when you try this, but it's okay because it's really exciting. If I look excited is because I'm very, very excited. I've been practicing in here. As you know, pushing buttons and seeing what does what. So I'm looking at my notes over here. I thought it would be fun to look at these tools from the eyes of a podcast producer or a podcast host and show you how you might use any one of these tools to get that engagement up, to boost your engagement, and of course, to boost your fun. So will that work? Can we do that?
Sure.
All right. So first of all, I want to note, you notice the screen right now, we are in a 3D kind of thing. And that means that you can see it's kind of has that dimension, which is way cool. I don't know of any other platform that does this. So right off the bat, this is way cool. You have the opportunity. If you don't want to do that, of course you can do the other layouts. You don't have to do, the 3D if you were not wanting to do that. But I kind of like that. I think it's kind of cool. The other thing that's kind of cool, and we talked about this, is that most of these platforms, and there are a few that I think has the opportunity to do this, but this has the idea that you can do round, right? I just love this. And I think we can change positions. I just put you on the other side and put you here. For those of you who do shows like this, and you think that one side of your face is better than the other side of your face, this helps. The other thing is if you're doing a mirror view, you have the ability, if you want to show things, and you can do a mirror view so that you can actually have your words, this is opposite. This is not the direction. If I put it on mirror view, the words would be in the right direction. And why is that important? Because you want people to be able to see the book you're showing or see the thing that you're showing. I happen to really like the square thing, so I'm going to keep it on square. You're also going to notice that my name is here. I can add my last name, and I'm just showing you some of the cool things. I can add my name to this. There's my name here. I can also give myself a title. I see that you have Opus on yours. I'm going to put mine. I'm going to say podcast host because I can. There we go. And it's that easy. And you notice, guys, I did this right in the middle of the show. So I didn't have to close the show down, go and change the names. I did it on the fly while we're sitting here. I can also say I don't want the name tags. I can turn my name tag off. And Shinua, you can actually turn yours off as well. I think I can turn yours off. Can I turn yours off?
You're the host, so you have access to all the features.
Awesome. All right. Very, very cool. We're going to keep this on right now, and I'm going to move over to the next thing that I'd like to point out, and that is are the banners. So the banners are things like this. You can see down at the bottom, it says Live with Caren Glasser. I created this one just to put this up here. What's also cool is I can move it around. I can put it up there, or I can put it down here, or I can just block my face if I want. The point is you create it. This is something that I have not seen in other platforms that are plug and play kind of thing, and you can literally move these things around. And for me, that's cool because sometimes you don't want it in the corner. Maybe you've got multiple guests and you don't want to block their faces. And you can do as many as you want. It's as easy as pushing a plus sign that's right on the platform, right here in the studio. Add what you want to add, and it goes. Now, here's another thing that's kind of fun, and that's the ticker. The ticker is the thing that scrolls across the bottom. Think mainstream news stations, right? You got that thing that rolls across the bottom. The names at the top on, our profile names. That's also very much something that you would see on live television.
Right.
You guys put some other things in here that I'm just going to show. If you are in chat right now and you wanted to send a message to us right now, you're encouraged to put quotation marks around the answer if we've asked a question. And that way, the AI, the artificial intelligence, which is one of the things that makes this platform stand alone, one of the artificial intelligence, it's going to literally see, read, hear, and then do things. Like, if I were to say right now, I'm going to turn this on. Welcome, everyone, to the show. What happened to my welcome? Did my welcome come up? I don't see my welcome, so we're going to see a glitch. We'll figure this out.
It's kind of like the Siri, like your AI assistant. Sometimes people need to train it more to recognize your voice.
So I have this turned on. Let's see.
Yeah.
So we'll try it again. Maybe we have to turn it on yours. I'm not sure, but we'll just say welcome. I can see it's going, the voice is going, but it's not doing anything. So I'll turn this off for right now. Why not?
Yeah, we can leave it on, and after a while, it will back appear.
Yeah. Okay, and here's another thing. You're a host, right? You're doing a show. I have a trick that I do. I don't use a teleprompter, but I have a trick that I do, and I'm going to teach this trick to all the podcast hosts out there, the wannabe hosts that are out there. One of the big challenges is that how are you supposed to remember everything that you're going to say, right? I mean, how are you going to remember? So one of the things that I do is I don't just have a piece of paper sitting on my desk. I literally have a document opened on my screen. I place it behind the studio screen. I make the studio slightly smaller, and I click into the paper below that's behind it under the camera, and it looks like I'm talking right to the camera because I am. And it looks like I memorized everything. But the other thing you can do, and this is helpful for your viewers, maybe you want to give them an idea as to, what the show is going to be about. So I talk a little bit about Opus, and now what are we doing? We're now talking about some of the cool tools. And you can put this right up on the screen, or if you don't want to put it on the screen and you just want to have a reminder, you can keep it in the studio and just glance at it, and it will tell you what you want to do later on. I'm going to turn this off for right now. Let's see some of the other cool tools. There are the overlays. Now, an overlay is exactly what it sounds like. You can literally put things up on the screen, and I'm going to put something right now on the screen that I'm going to ask anyone, if you're listening right now, or watching right now, this would be helpful. This is called a QR code. If you've never seen a QR code before, it's something that you take your camera and you turn it on. You take your phone and you put it to the camera, and you literally just put your camera right up to the screen, and the most amazing thing happens. All of a sudden, you get this this message with a link that will tell you, it takes you over to where you want to go. And so in this case, we have put a question up here that when you scan it, it's going to take you somewhere that you can send me a question right now via video. How cool is that? You can click that link, record a video, sort of like being on TikTok or maybe Instagram, push the button, it will send it to me, and then I will put your comment with you talking about it on video right on the screen. To me, that's a game changer. Shanyu, that is a game changer for us.
You can really bring your audience into your show. So to make it not just your show, but they're all like our show. And also they're all to acknowledge their existence, to interact with them like as a real person. This is something we really want to bring into live streaming.
Right.
Yeah.
So imagine let's say you are a show host, but what your show is about is you're a coach. You do coaching for authors. Maybe that's what your niche is. And you want to bring people in to engage. So maybe you're doing an entire show for authors, and you ask a question. What is the one thing that's stopping you from writing a book? You put it in there, they click the link, they ask the question. Now you bring them in sort of like a hot seat. They come into the show, right? And they say, "Here's my question." Hey, and you did when I did the first show with you, somebody actually, "Hey there you go."
Yeah.
Okay. "Hey there. Oh, that's really oh, she's cute."
Yeah, we got the magic meme appearing.
Magic me. And then you bring this author in, and now they're on the hot seat. And that's kind of cool because now they're asking questions. The engagement, people like to see their words in lights. They like to see their face in lights. They want to be engaged in the show. That's one of the things that I think Opus does really, really well. And I think it really is making the platform stand apart from anything else that I've tried. And trust me, I have tried them all. Trust me. Now, here's another thing that's kind of cool. And this is, again, we're doing everything under the umbrella of you are going to do a show and you're going to use some of these tools. And one of the tools you have are videos. You can literally upload a video and show it right on the screen. Two different ways. You can upload a YouTube video. That's pretty simple. You click it, you put the link to the video of the YouTube, and it shows up in here. Or you upload an MP4. How could you use that? Let's say you have, and I'm doing a show in 2 weeks. I'm interviewing the cast of a show called The Right Turn, and it is launching, it is actually going live on the 14th of February, on Valentine's Day. So we are going to do a show with all of these cast members, and they have a trailer for the show. They have a video trailer for the show. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to air the trailer to the show before we even bring the cast in. It's very much like being on television. It's very much, you have that feel that you are not just somebody that's streaming on the internet. You are engaging your audience in a way that has not been done yet. And it sort of has that television feel. And again, from my demographic, and my demographic is the 50 plus demographic, we tend to want to sit on our couch and watch TV. We want that TV experience. A younger generation might like the experience on the phone. What's great about this, you can watch it either on your phone, on your desktop, wherever you want to watch it, right? This is accessible everywhere. It's web-based, and it's kind of cool. Countdown timers. So let's talk a little bit about countdown timers. I laugh when I see this because I'm not a countdown timer kind of person. If my show starts at 9, I want my show to start at 9. I'm not going to do this. However, there are people that love the countdown timers, right? So you could theoretically, and these are built in here, you could create your own on Canva. You could grab these, you could put this in here, and it could count your show down. And to say it's 15 seconds, a minute, whatever it is, it will count down, and then your show would go live. So it's really, it's fun if you like that. And again, my intention here is to show you all the tools and to say, keep what you like, leave the rest. Figure out what's going to work for you. We talked about the flying memes. Let me see if I can grab this and bring them in. Emoji rain. So if I do the emoji,
Yeah, I'm reading on magic meme.
How do I get the floating me? I'm going to ask you how do I get the floating emojis?
Sure. So let's go try something like really cool and different. It may be a bit like Gen Z or millennials.
Okay. Where are they? Oh, okay. I love this.
Yeah, so we have this moving background, and then we can just go to the comment and open the emoji ring. And now I'm going to type some comments in the YouTube channel. Just give me a quick moment.
Okay.
And I can make a rain on us.
And then I could click on that comment that you're going to put in there because it's going to show up in the comments within the video, within the studio. And then I can just click on that, right? And it will show up on the screen. Yes.
Okay. It's going to come soon.
And while we're waiting for that, we're gonna look. So we talked about QR codes. We talked about countdown timers. We talked about the fact that you can upload videos right into the platform. I'm going to go ahead and put this on the screen. Look at that. Now, a couple of things I want to point out here. You notice we've got in the middle of the screen, we have the comment, and it says it's from you, right? And then we have the comment, and then we have these floating emojis that are going on all over the place. And every time. This is so cool.
Yeah. So basically, if you viewers typing some emojis in the comments, and it will ring on us. So like what kind of emojis they'll put in and their expressions, and they can do something that will affect the show. And those are like really great way to engage. And people always like to play with these effects. So that can really boost the comments for your show. And
And to be honest, now that you've showed me exactly how this might work, I might try this on my own show.
nice.
To be honest. So now the question is, now that we have these floating emojis, how do we turn them off?
Sure. So we can just simply switch back to.
Here we got somebody. We have somebody watching. I'm going to go ahead and put this person on. Hi there, Hot POTUS. There you go. Hey there. Hi there. Welcome to the show. I have a question for you, and put it in the chat. Which one of these really cool tools that we're sharing, which ones do you like? Tell me which one you might want to use if you do a show. We'd love to hear from you. Put it in the comments, and we'll put it up here. And maybe you even want to do a video comment. Hey, would you like to do a video comment? I'm going to put that banner right back up. Not the banner. I'm going to put an overlay back up, and go ahead and scan this, because I'd love to. I'm going to put this right here in the middle here. So I'd love to hear what you have to say. Send us a video if you're so inclined. If you don't want to, that's okay too. Either way, we love ya. There you go. All right. I'm trying to look and see what else. So here's the thing. As an interviewer, your job is to keep your guest engaged, number one. That's the most important thing. Keep your guest engaged. Make sure they're having fun. Make sure that they are literally talking to their audience. What I have found when I interview people is that there are two different kinds of guests. There are the guests that have done this before. They love being on camera and they can't wait to do it again. And then there are the guests that have never done this before, ever. And they got the deer in the headlight look, and they're scared, right? They've never been on camera. So the first thing that I tell them is, you look exactly how you look. You may not be used to looking at yourself, but everyone else that's looking at you is looking at the same face that they always look at. So if you can get that in your head, it's all your mindset. Get out of that, because it is definitely a mindset. That's number one. Number two, your second job as a host is to keep your audience engaged. And that's why I personally, and I know so many other people, love the live environment. You can do a video, you can upload it, and you can, put it out there. But when you do a live show, you have the opportunity to engage with your audience. Why is that important? Because an engaged audience is an audience that's going to come back over and over and over and over again. And ultimately, you're not just doing a show because you just like to do a show. You're either doing it because you're getting sponsors to pay you to put the show on, or you're selling a product or service, or you have a guest that has a book and you're promoting them, and maybe they've paid to be on your show. There's many different ways that you can do this, but always keep in mind, number one, your guest needs to feel comfortable. The thing that I say before I start a show is, let's have some fun. Don't forget to smile. I always say that, because a smile just makes it more fun. And two, make sure you don't forget your audience, because the audience wants to be remembered, and the audience is going to put those comments in. I'm going over here to see this emoji. It is cool. It's very cool. It's very cool.
And a lot of.
Where are you tuning in from? I want to call you Hot POTUS. Where are you tuning in from? Are you here in the States? Are you somewhere around the world? Let us know where you are tuning in from. Let's get rid of this overlay.
It's actually a very popular question. So when the show starts, then people start saying, "Oh, I'm saying hi from the East Coast, from New York, from LA, from Washington, right, from Seattle, like all kinds of places." So you got the feeling that people are watching you all over the world. That's something really unique. You cannot get it like elsewhere, especially right, in the old traditional TV time. It's like one-way communication.
Right, exactly. And right now we are streaming to 3 different places. We are streaming via something called an RTMP, that's just geek talk with codes and things. And that is going straight to LinkedIn as well as YouTube. And it's also going to my YouTube as well. So we have it going to 3 different ways. I'm letting you know that because if you have a guest that also has a channel that wants that they can stream on, they can literally go stream there. So in addition for the leveraging your own audience, you can leverage their audience and they can leverage your audience. It's a no-brainer, to be honest, totally a no-brainer. I want to put another QR code on because I'm sure as as you're watching this, whether it's live or on replay, no matter when you watch this right now, you may be saying, well, how do I get to do this? How do I get to be a beta user? Well, we're going to tell you that right now. You can either scan this code right here, or you can go to opus.pro. Either one will work. And if you scan this code, it will take you to the website, and there will be a little button there that says, click here to be a beta tester. Or to apply. I think it's an application, right? I don't think it's an application to become a beta tester.
Yeah. We have like limited capacity, but we really welcome like great beta users to help us we build this product together. The exciting thing about being beta, there are so many possibilities and potentials, and we do want to hear from the real users. What do you need? What we can help you with, and we'll
Right.
something that truly for you. It's not just like we are playing around it together.
Right. And some of the things that we've been talking about is being able to embed a show somewhere. So in addition to streaming it over to YouTube and Facebook and with an RTMP possibly over to Amazon Live, to be able to embed your code on a site. And these are the kind of things that we're throwing out. We, meaning me, throwing out to the Opus team saying, it would be nice if we have this. And that's part of being a beta tester, because we know what we like. I'm going to say this again and again. If you become a beta tester and you come in here and you have an expectation that everything is going to be perfect right out the gate, don't sign up. There is no point in signing up, because any platform worth their salt is going to have glitches until they're live. So that's, for me, that's part of the fun. I'm weird, but that's part of the fun. So just know we want beta testers. It's a small amount of people that can be brought in, but if you want to be considered, click, go ahead and scan that, or go to opus.pro and sign up. And I'd love to hear from you personally as well, to hear what your favorite features are. Let me know. You can find me on all social media everywhere, just under Caren Glasser with a C, Caren Glasser, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, LinkedIn, Instagram, and TikTok. And Pinterest. I'm there too. So you can find me anywhere. And I think we're going to be able to, with our TMP, we should be also able to stream to Pinterest as well.
Yeah. Anything with a stream key or stream URL, then we can support it.
Yeah, very, very exciting. If we have any questions from the audience, let us know. If not, I think we've kind of reached the end of the show. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
How fun.
I look forward to seeing everyone else next time.
Absolutely. As I like to say, you have a choice as to where you spend your time. You chose to spend it with us today. We are grateful for that. Go out, give somebody an awesome day, and we'll see you next time on the next show. Goodbye, everyone.